Hey guys, I'm Emmy. I'm one of our group exercise instructors here at the Park District of Oak Park, and I'm going to show you some simple exercises that you can do with a couple of paper plates or a towel. If you've got a couple of hand towels, you want to just fold those up and use those. If you actually have a set of gliding discs, you can use those, but most of us don't just have those laying around. So paper plates are great. So you're going to take those, put them down on the floor, and we're going to go ahead and use them both to start. So put your feet on your plates, and we're going to do a plank to bear. So take your hands right underneath your shoulders and find a high plank. Body should be long and straight, neck in line with your spine. Hold strong, relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Draw your feet in and push back out. So side view, find that plank. Body long and straight, no booties up in the air. You're not fully engaging your core if your butt is up in the air. So it's better to be on your knees and really engaging than to be on your toes with your booty in the air. So if you need that modification, you want to come down to the knees, you can do one at a time, just like this. If you can hold it on your toes, bring the feet in, take it out with control. Brace the core, push. Keep the hands under the shoulders. Feeling that already, yes? 2 more, and 1. Take a moment, if you need a quick little breather. Stretch, side to side. All right, now let's try a pike into a plank. So if you start in that plank again, nice high plank. Send your hips up toward the sky, your chest toward your knees. And then take it out, add a tricep push-up. And then take your feet out, in. Pike, straight, push-up, out, in. Woo! Doesn't take many to feel this one. And, whew. All right, let's stand up. And we're just gonna use one plate for now. Don't fall over like I almost just did. So, use that base leg, bend the knee a little bit. You're gonna take your plate, slide it forward, out, and back, and out, and forward, out, and back. So you should already be feeling it back here in the glute. You can add some big circles if you want. Spice it up a little bit. 2 more. And then we'll switch legs. So again, a little bend in that knee on your base leg. Stand up nice and tall. Forward, out, back, out, forward. Keep that little bend in your base leg. Point the toe. It's attached to your plate. Add the circles. 2 and 1. So you should be feeling that burn back here, a little bit here from those first 2 exercises, right? Let's come back down to the floor and put the plates under your knees. So we're gonna work the inner thighs here. Hands right under the shoulders, knees in close. You're gonna take them out and in. So you want your feet up off the floor. Raise hard through your core. Controlling those legs. Out, in. Couple more. And done. So those are just a few exercises that you can try with something really simple like hand towels or paper plates to get some work in for those legs. Thanks so much for checking out this video. We're really looking forward to seeing you again very soon.
And you're good.
All right, let's do a couple different exercises to work our chest. Now I know it's really quiet right now. I haven't put on any music for you, but the thought is that you can put on whatever you'd like to listen to and you can kind of follow along with the tempo of that music, or you can try to follow along exactly the tempo with me. Whatever feels better for you, just get those reps in. So we're gonna do some chest presses. Grab a couple different things, a couple cans of beans maybe if you wanna go light, if you're not used to these, or you can use your milk jugs or water jugs. And you know, if you have some of these laying around, just fill them to wherever. If you need them to be a little bit lighter, a little bit heavier. You're gonna lie down on the floor And you're gonna grab whatever you're using as your weights and take your arms wide down to the floor. Bring your heels in close to your backside. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Draw your belly button in and brace hard through your core. And then we're just gonna press up to the top and open up wide. Take those elbows down. Now if you have a bench at home that you want to use, a step, any kind of exercise step that you want to lie down on, you can do that and just stop your elbows at the top of that bench and squeeze up to the top. Otherwise, lying down on the floor, perfectly fine. Pick it up and control on the way down. Squeeze up, bracing through the core, big squeeze to the top, and down. Now we can do a chest fly, turning the knuckles outward, open up wide like you're about to give somebody a big bear hug, and then squeeze back up to the top. Big chest fly, open wide, squeeze back up. Open and squeeze. And you can change up your tempo, you can go a little bit slower. Down to 2, 3, 4, and up, big squeeze. One more nice and slow. And slowly all the way back up. And bring them in, and come on, sit back up. Another really great chest exercise that also works out a lot of other stuff in your upper body is the push-up. And there's lots of variations that we can do with that push-up. So you're just gonna come down, you're already down on the floor, take your hands wide, and you're gonna lower your chest down to elbow height. So if you can do them on your toes, by all means do them on your toes. You wanna keep your neck in line with your spine, relax your shoulders down away from your ears, body long and straight. So don't let your booty sneak up into the air, keep it nice and low, long straight spine. Chest down to elbows, and then push the floor away through the heel of your palm. If you need an option, drop down to the knees. So you're on your toes, knees just come straight down. Drop the chest to elbow height, push the floor away. Down, 2, up, 2. Nice and smooth. If you need another option, you're already on your knees and you're absolutely dying, bring your knees in closer, right underneath the hips. So, side view, on the toes, on the knees, or knees in closer, right underneath the hips. Drop down, push the floor away. You can do all your push-ups just like this. And trust me, you're still gonna feel it, even on that modification. Some big singles here. Let's do 3 more. 2, 1. All right, let's try a couple variations on that push-up. Again, knees or toes or knees in a little bit closer. You can try adding a pulse at the bottom. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's do that one again. Pulse. Woo! 4, 3, 2, 1, and away. A couple other things we can do is travel. Same position, hands wide, down, up, hands together, hands apart. Down, up, in, out. Other side, walk, walk, down, up. Try a few more like this, follow along. Tempo changes are great here too, nice and slow. 3, 2, 1, push away slow. Ooh, and down. 3, 2, 1, push the floor away through the palm. Now, we can also try adding a little jump. Whoop. Big push up, little jump. And take a quick shake from your push-ups. Shake out the arms, clasp your hands behind your back, big lift through the chest. Nice deep breath. Whew, great job. I can't see you, but I know you're killing it right now. And friends, stay hydrated. Make sure that you've got water close by. You've probably got it in one of those jugs, so if you need to take a little bit off of one of your weights, just take a drink, right? All Let's work triceps and then biceps. Lots of things that you can do for triceps without any equipment at all, or again, lots of stuff that you can just use around the house. If you want to try some dips, find a step anywhere in your house. If you don't have any stairs, you can use like the frame of your couch. Just take a cushion off, put your hands right on the edge, and try that. Otherwise, a step is great. You're just gonna put your fingertips forward, elbows pointing back, slide your bottom off of that step, bench, couch, whatever it is. You're gonna drop down and push up through the heel of your palm. Keep the elbows pointing straight back. Lift your chest, brace through your core, down and up. Now, if you wanna make this more challenging, you're gonna take your feet farther away. You're gonna keep your backside close to that step the whole time. If you wanna make it a little bit easier, bring your feet in closer. It's gonna take the intensity down a little bit. Let's add a pulse. Down for 8, 7, 6, ooh. Yeah, feeling it now. 2, 1, and up. And again, pulse, 8. You got this. 4, 3, 2, 1, to the top. Take a seat, shake the arms. If you need a quick little stretch right here, grab one elbow, grab the other elbow for a little tricep stretch. Whew. Another awesome exercise for our triceps is a kickback. So a great thing we can use your can of beans again, your can of whatever you've got, or you can use just a regular water bottle, right? So whatever you've been taking your drinks from. And we can do one arm at a time, or if you've got both, you can just do 2 at the same time. You're gonna lift your chest, brace your core, tip your body at about a 45-degree angle. You can do this on one knee, you can do it standing, however you wanna do it. So you're just gonna lift that elbow high and extend the arm out and draw it back in. Careful not to just swing the arm. You wanna make sure that you're controlling every movement. Don't just let gravity do the work for you. Control. Take it out and in, and add a pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep it out there, elbow nice and high. 2, 1, bring it in, and back out to pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1, in and down. And then the other side. So you can do them on your knees, like I mentioned. I'll demo doing it standing, in case you want to do it that way. Same kind of deal. Just stand up nice and tall, shoulders back. Tip the body forward at about 45 degrees. Elbow comes up and extend. In, extend, in. So you're keeping that upper body in a nice long straight line, neck in line with your spine. Take it out and in. You should feel that burn in the back of the arm, especially after those dips. And pulse, pulse. Keep it right there. Small movements. Really isolate the tricep. 2, 1, bring it in, kick it back out. 7, 6, woo, and 3, 2, 1, bring it in, control it down. Take another quick shake with your arms. Tricep push-ups are killer, but they're so good for your arms. So here's another option for you if you want to work the back of the arm. Hands this time are going to come right underneath your shoulders instead of that wide regular push-up that we did. Right under your shoulders. You're going to drop down, elbows in and back. Push hard away through the heel of your palm. Push. Same options, just like our regular push-up. On the knees or knees in closer, right underneath the hips. Neck stays in line with your spine. I know you want to look up and see what's going on in your house, but neck in line with your spine. Down, push away. Careful not to let your elbows flare out. I don't want you to hurt your wrist. Elbows in and back. You should feel your elbows brushing your rib cage on the way down every time. Down, up, down, and up. Keep coming. Couple more. Whew. And try to add a pulse. Keep it down low. 4, 3, 2, 1. Push the floor away. Shake those arms out again. So for our biceps, you definitely need something, right? There's not a whole lot that you can do just right here for your front of your arm. So go ahead and grab those cans. If you can go a little bit heavier, try your jugs, or you can do curl in the middle if you've got a big enough bag. If you've got like a tiny little bag, kind of doesn't work. If you've got something big enough, you can curl right here. right? So you decide whether you want to use one big bag of something or if you want to try the jugs or go smaller with the cans, right? And we can start with just a hammer curl, knuckles facing out. Heels are right underneath the hips. Stand up nice and tall, shoulders up, back, and down toward the spine. And we're just gonna lift and lower. All the way up in line with the shoulders, all the way down to the thighs. You can alternate if you want, or go both arms at the same time. You wanna make sure that you're keeping your elbows in right next to the ribs, and elbows stay right under the shoulders. Don't let them sneak forward like that. Don't let them sneak back behind you. Right under the shoulders. Pin them in all the way up and all the way down with control. Like I said before a moment ago, don't let gravity do the work for you. Take it up and control it on the way down. So I don't want to see this big swings using momentum. You want to take it nice and slow, right, and controlled. Let's change up our tempo a little bit. Slower and down. All the way up, all the way down. Couple more. And we'll try to add a mid-range pulse onto this, right here in the middle, for 8, 7. Just an inch above and an inch below your belly for 3, 2, 1, and down, and again, up 8, 7. Stand tall, keep those elbows in, keep them right under your shoulders. 2, 1, and down. A couple of other kinds of exercises you can do for your biceps. If you want to add a twist at your wrist, instead of keeping the knuckles out, you're going to turn them, and I don't think you guys can see with the milk jug, so we'll go lighter. So you're going to twist at about the halfway mark, right? So up, add the twist, control it down. Again, you can use your regular water bottle instead of your big jugs if you want something in between the little cans and the big jugs, right? So up, control down, up, control down. And let's try cross body curl. So just taking the arm across to the shoulder and controlling it on the way down. Up, down, up, down. A couple more. And a wide curl. So you're just gonna take your arms facing out, control up, nice and wide right here. Just working different muscles inside the front of the arm. All the way up in line with the shoulders, all the way down, open up. Couple more, up, down, and up, and down. All right, shake those arms, give them a nice big shake, and then open your arms nice and wide. Put your thumbs down, push your arms back. Big stretch for the biceps. Awesome work, you guys. We got a couple more things that we'll go through in our workout today. So let's take this party back to our legs. We're gonna work on some lunges. If you want, you can add weight or you can just do body weight only. Long stride back. So start with your feet right underneath your hips. Long step back. I want you to think hard about where your feet are. You're balancing on train tracks, not on a tightrope. That's where we start to wobble. So make sure you've got some space in between your feet, right? Step position, heels under hips. Long step back. You're going to take that back knee straight down toward the floor, front thigh parallel with the floor. So both knees should be at 90 degrees. That front knee should be stacked right over the ankle, and you're pushing through that front heel. Dropping down, push through the front heel every time. Drop and press. Squeeze your glutes. Try to get that side glute to fire. You should feel that muscle down and up, drop and pulse, pulse. Try to keep that pulse low in the bottom range. 4, 3, 2, 1, and again, drop for 8. Woo, big pulse, feel it. 4, 3, 2, 1, push. Step in, shake that leg, other leg is gonna step back. Big long step back. Remember, stand up nice and tall. Brace your core, as always. Drop the bottom, the back knee down toward the floor. Front thigh parallel. And we can change up our tempo here too, just for a couple since we didn't do it on the other leg. And down. Push the floor away. drop and pulse. 7, 6. You should really be feeling that fire in your legs. And again, drop for 8. Pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, shake that leg. Woo! There are lots of different kinds of lunges that you can do too, guys. Quickly, let's just do a curtsy lunge. So, long step back to the diagonal, back that way. You're gonna drop down, squeeze the glutes as you come up. Drop down, big squeeze. Again, you can have weights or not. You can hold your bag of sugar. You can hold your milk jugs. You can hold your cans, anything that you'd like. Big squeeze at the top and shake out. So you should feel that burn right here. Long step back, drop down, big squeeze. Squeeze, down, squeeze, couple more. All right, big shake for the legs. All right, you guys, let's work our back. A couple of moves here. If you want to try your milk jugs, stand up nice and tall, shoulders back. We're going to tip at the hips and find about a 45-degree angle. Arms hang in front. So right here, and you're just going to open the arms wide. So we're going to work our back and our shoulders right here. Big lift, control on the way down. Nice big wide row. Shoulders stay relaxed, down away from the ears. Lift and control down. Careful not to just let your arms fall down. Control every time. One more. Whew. All right. Shake out, take the arms forward, big reach forward. And take your forearms to your quads, round out your back. And slowly roll up. And I think we're running out of time, so I'm just going to show you a couple different core exercises to add on here, and then we'll be done. So if you've got a mat and you want a little extra cushion, grab that, or a towel. You can do anything that you want just to make yourself a little bit more comfortable. And we're going to do just a few core and glute exercises here. So hip bridges, arms at your sides, feet flat on the floor. You're going to lift your hips high and squeeze your glutes hard at the top, pressing your heels down into the floor, pressing your shoulder blades down to the floor to activate your lats and help you stay stable. We're going to lower down with control. So we lift, high and squeeze, lower down with control. Big lift, big squeeze, control. So we're working the whole posterior chain here again. Hamstrings, glutes, lower back, along with our abdominals. We should feel it through all of those parts. Down, up. If you want to make it extra, come up onto the toes and feel the difference there. So you can challenge yourself through any of these exercises, often by just changing it up a little bit. So right here, we're going to try it with one leg. So again, stay on your toes if you want the extra. Flatten your feet if you want to make it a little bit easier. Lift one leg at a time. Right there, along with your hips. You can also just keep one leg up as you lift up and down. One more. And we'll switch legs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And one more variation. We're going to lift the hips and lift one leg, and then extend it out for 3, 2, 1. And keep the hips up. Leg comes down, other leg, extend. 2, 1, in, step down, other leg again. 3, 2, 1. Last time. Take it out. 3, and 2, and 1. In, step down, lower down with control. Whew. So take a quick stretch if you need to. Arms up overhead, legs out. Big stretch here. Bring your knees in, give them a little hug. All right. So let's do one more core exercise for now. Take your fingertips to your temples. Good old-fashioned crunches. You're just gonna slide your ribs toward your hips, eyes looking between your thighs as you come up. Brace your core, lift your shoulder blades up off the floor, and lower down with control. If you want to add on to that, you can add an oblique twist. And down, lift, other side, center, down. Couple more just like this. Targeting the oblique muscles. Should be feeling that fire in your belly. And down. Let's add long, straight arms to that. So crunch up and down. Adds a little bit of tension here with the long arms. One more like this, and then we'll reach forward and pulse crunch. Reaching toward the ankles. Little pulse, try to crunch up a little higher with each one. 2, 1, take the arms straight up. Pulse, pulse, and 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. You can add weight to your crunches if you want. You can try your bag of sugar, you can try one of your little cans, you can try your milk jug. So as you're doing those exercises, just hold on to that, both sides, crunching up with your elbows pointing up toward the ceiling. So next time you do this exercise, this whole workout, you can throw a little bit of weight on there. I am really proud of you for tuning into this, for checking it out, for keeping your workout going while you are stuck at home. We at the Park District really appreciate you, and we look forward to seeing you back, hopefully really soon. Make sure that you cool down. When you're finished, just do some quick stretches. Make sure that you stretch each muscle group. We kind of did that as we went along, but you really want to make sure that you get your heart rate back down to normal. Take a moment to just stretch through every muscle group that we just worked out. Take a couple of seconds and just relax. Reach one arm across, other arm, until you feel like you kind of got that little cool down. Set a timer if you need to, like 2 minutes, and just work everything out. Take a moment to stretch. And thank you so much. We'll see you soon.